was going to say for today's agenda and twice. I know me guess here lawyer Amoh Darteh. Or no, and I mean no, ewo enkomodie. But sikafi no baso live ewo TV, enti kainasha and so or radio, or TV, or Facebook, or your social media platform ni bia so obetumi adwene sikafi na wonso nsa kasika enti said the bia me kana sika kakra ena mpanimfo apɛ ena ye che e dia ma omanfo. But esan se yenimu fie yenimu number enti ya ye no draw ena le fuada roma ena ye draw yi na nia ye ne se obe dial short code *274*3# *274*3#. O dial short code na e do be call the next page e ho ena Kencity platform no wo obe hu Ash FM Oman FM Nap Radio net 2 TV na what choose net 2 TV no kai na sha so choose net 2 TV no ehia me pa o choose net 2 TV no a e do be call another page e ho na condition kakra e wo condition e wo ho ne se obaso bia ye tew bibi kakra e san se sky de ma ono nso e wanimu enti na watwen ye draw no asika ne beba wo phone no so straight number no a wo de be dial ne ye *274*3# *274*3# na fi wadwen ne sika fie no to mu se kron dia ye wankasa odia cancel amo boko de
ya minu aboko
e ya say ya che.
Yes, sir.
Yes, me too. Kakra, me joso. Menu a penny.
You look fresh. Fresh.
Medase.
You have seen a difference.
Yeah.
Between two African countries.
Yes.
Baku or the West, and Baku or the South.
Osha wata dey say I know akayo papa
super handle. And then come the channel be by but Bajano Okano.
Yeah. And come bebre na akoso.
Oh yes. And then I just want to do a little education.
Okay.
Kakra, but before no, the two of us we have a ritual that we go through. So yes, where we now was sorry. Yet me Emmaha Emrayemfa ayeye ne nkamfo Emma Onyame. We say boni nyina echi right from Eden. Now we have a plan of salvation.
Yeah.
Say my son will go and die, sacrifice to reconcile a nipa from so moye to Nyankopon. Ono Nyame so ye no kwafo.
Anopena mi bisa o man from radio says our story no. Sa bakosem no. Sa semayate na e no kre.
For me dear e no kre. Nti e no kre no say enema atwa me ho ahia nyina kire say there is an authority.
Na me pesa o man fo ani ba on ho so na me bisa wo se ne wo wate no de na ma wo gidi say e no kre.
E na me church mu nti e no kre ne say onyame wo ho.
Okay.
Enema atwa me ho ahia kire say onyame wo ho.
Okay.
No say me wo ho dia na onyame asem. Enso wo ho. Mia me nipadua kra do e kanyame asem kire me ho.
Yeah.
Enti onyame asem kire say fitiase onyame ne boss ro ne asase. When you even go to YouTube now we type in how the universe works. Now we share asase esinsen wiem, asase etiso esinsen wiem. Na e twa no ho. Na air course speed of 66,000 miles an hour around the sun. Now all revolve on its axis. Now it is now fully stabilized. Now a day emubuye. Now asase yempo ejawo ho. Na ejade air there ne molten magma. Ya se pie through earthquake ne pie opomua. It mean the tsunamis eba. Ya a year where pampa so no a burning helium gas. Now when you controls animal way nyina. Na catch say a Milky Way galaxy over 40 billion stars, and it turns out that say there were so many galaxies contain over 200 billion stars in our universe. And the assassin was there's a hazy of asteroids, a boa kesia, a such assassin to a chomukoba, na ebi meshi, yen assassin muda. No nyami pay attention to onyami won niema. Ya onyami won sase, onyami wa goodie. Now, all pay attention to all this in operation. Onyame is such a busy person. Now, at the same time, I say, "Bako, neku man, Eloi, labasa batani, ni nyame abehwe no making sure say it is finished and was when they cry. No, the name ni ache nyame nsa e de ma nyame, the nyame aka bia ye no kore."
Yeah.
And the Easter no is not bibia. It's about conventions. It's about no. We have to leave it. It's Saturday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday jubilation. After which you refugees the following year. No, that's not what the Bible says. There must be a continuity. You follow the footsteps of Onyame. And it was a great weekend. Me, moment, I had a good time because many of my boss have lunches twice. One on Thursday, one on Sunday. Beautiful lunch together. We had a great conversation, and he was talking about the death of Christ.
Come a boss, why not now?
Oh, Kennedy or Agyapong. He was talking about the death of Christ and its importance. I was shocked, and its importance to us, to humanity. What I say? Enti onyame. Nobody has to tell you so onyame oho. Mame fokwa was now where the process of childbirth. Me ma hu bi pen. Na wo jona sa wo hwa ya. Wo be yi nyame ayesa. What I say? Na why na ye bonasum ye de empia e wo ne yem se be ye tintasu ogu no so. Na wotumi hwa mo ka se me papa for mo bone che wo. O bono na mo bone dua no de mo bone e che mo. Empo owu ye no. Oh yeah. This is not a time to do Bible, but owu ye no. And remember be sisi ye. Asase wo so ye. Asase kura who say this is the Son of God. Abubu papa ye. Omo say this is the Son of God. And above all, awufu ani yesi omo ye faithful. The saints esu sorry free omo ewu nem eba bontri. As a testimony say Christ has now gained control over death and Satan. So this is the showcase, this is the example of it. And then in the temple, the most holy place, and at the holy place, not Tamaban be a hatemu and nipa what to me be say when you met ho. Emuti say we from the top to the bottom. Now you can go to my Father through me. I'm the way, I'm the light, I'm the truth. No one sees the Father but through me. Oh, you didn't.
Okay.
And you're not maker. Bible, I'm just quoting it, and I believe in the book of God. Oh, don't you? And tinipa me envy no power we are is Moses. On 2 occasions, he got closer to God.
It is the victim that this guy is he mad?
I'm not mad. I'm not mad. That is what I believe in. And when I saw you a man, they say, it is not in your company or your bear man on den who no can change heart say. My heart stop. Whether say your heart will stop or not, or not say stop. Whether your heart will obey you or your heart will not obey you. What you are born in, you put the central nervous system in your brain, the brain and the spinal cord, and then you have who's the brain? No, you have the cerebellum, the cerebrum, the middle brain, the medulla oblongata. After you have the spinal cord, a femur bawaha, and for the reflexes. When you take your body, look at the anatomy of human. Take anatomy, let's say even your brain.
And the neurons,
the neurons, the motor neurons. Yeah, the veins and the arteries. Yeah, arteries, and the moja, yeah, oxygenated. Every heart and the all parts of the body. All arteries. And the veins. And so and the deoxygenated blood, every the other parts of the body, the cells, the tissues, the organs, the system, and the core. For into the lungs to be reoxygenated, oxygenated and back. But there's one particular artery, the pulmonary vein and the pulmonary artery. It's a reverse form. It's a reverse form. The pulmonary vein, it carry oxygenated blood from the lungs, oxygen into the heart. What I say? And the pulmonary artery also carry oxygenated blood, and this time around it is carrying deoxygenated blood. Nyami is so busy. The best scientist, the best everything. He's on top. He's died. It is said the Bible will next year soon. Master, we have to respect God.
Me kai was say sikafi no e koso life and colored. Or then say obe dial *274*3#. Ni aye ne say oska krakra e chema manfo but you be so so at least utminya bie enti just join us *274*3#. You go the next page. Or choose net 2 TV. Uti already you crowd choose net 2 TV. Sans ye draw na sika ne be ba phone so straight. And *274*3#. No aka share and so. You choose net 2 TV. You go another page. Na odo momo na shim. Number of ticket ad be ba so no. And enhance your chances. *274*3#. No aka share and so. The amame na che say bibia ye kama *274*3#. Na waba so cancel can send no person 24.
Yes, the free Easter bounty food to us.
Yeah,
yeah. There is something going on I need to throw light on.
Of course.
It's marriage. I won't say it is on the news. Say Openibi Akowari Abofra. What do you feel 12?
Member Sassam no so. You be this uncommon, but Mammy and share and come kakra e wo krom san say ye kan no say ye ni asomdua ye intimate na ase
yes
Ghana and the African continent any we are seeing nyina asem ba ko a enne nkrofo di ho nkomo pa ye ni era alankojo kiramatin e kan ye fa who to lead our country me tie na asem no din e the Church of Pentecost no what he said ne say we say Christians na doso a Pentecost for so enye change say be can so the numbers to what me decide whoever becomes the president utie ne nkasa enimu a or patch say babia na yana Muslim majority no na wonum carry votes in terms of say to obey you bia it has to go that way bi no mo chese sa akasa no in politics nye papa almost so say whoever or no ebetumi lead o man no yie bia no yemfa o man no enhye ne nsa utie said esi krono a na wo de toto wiase aman ne akonwa die ne politics ne ne ntia esi pani a de na obeka
yo me da CP say the question no is a very intelligent question. A questioner, you need to actually think through properly. And he said, Honorable Alan Martin wants to be the leader of this country.
Yes.
In a country in Sosono, there was diversity.
Yes.
People with different languages, ethnic groups, age, gender, religion, what I say, sex, the form the country Ghana. And if some person will lead the country there, and you can also make a statement to be a bit divide the population.
Okay.
Because it can say Ghana for Christians, yes, we are majority. Muslims, so they are part of this country. In this country, there were 16 regions. There were Kanfo, there were Ewes, there were Gans, there were BBR. And to this type of clarification, it's a classification. Normally, a yana orga well for a leader to speak that way. With all apologies, as a leader there, a ya say, oh, kasa, anase, old person, oh, win a man for harder. A dear dika was a kapa and a out. It's your vision for the country. Because the see, yeah, Christian as me. So when you are winning a banua, are you going to be the president for Christians only, or you're going to be a president for the whole country? Because the answer is you're going to be a president for the whole country. And your constitution so who qualifies to be a president? And I am Pepe. I was all your Ghanani, I was wedding fee 40, I was working with Dahofa, I was all you'll be qualified to be a member of parliament. What that characteristics no? Only any criminal like you own bankruptcy, What you say now? You will and see if you look, Mr. Mina leader, I will always look at what the Constitution says. Any baby a do see we are say about development air cost. Now, so when you become a president, there are other nations who are predominantly Muslims. Saudi Arabia, Egypt, are you going to severe one relations? And also, the Constitution also recognizes international relations.
Yes.
We are part of the League of Nations. UN, Muslims, so how is the relationship going to be like? And the certain statements for me, it shouldn't come out from someone who wants to be a leader.
Okay.
And speak your vision, your plan for the country. Are there a woman Christians? Are there a woman Muslims? Are there a woman import traditionalists? You don't discriminate. And things that we read a lot these days, they talk about DEI, which is diversity, equality, and inclusion.
Okay.
What I say, inclusion, bring all hands on board to develop and build a nation. And as a leader, you have to have the fierce resolve and humility. And the humility never talk about the fear of God, any religion, but when you are for religion, and yet politics. But I want to say it's rather unfortunate say in this country, be a Muslim and be a Christian and say. But we recognize, maybe recognize it, be a belief, be a religion, your background, and because I want to lead you. The resource, you are part of the resource. And it's okay as a Christian, let's say, for example, over your president, now you need somebody who is qualified or what their skills and talents. Of free the northern region now. It doesn't mean you're Muslim, doesn't mean say until you're cabinet member, doesn't mean say until you're minister, doesn't mean say until you're CEO and
okay.
And the people should look beyond that and ask themselves
whoever qualifies.
Who qualifies? Find the whole vision.
Yeah.
Why not Otimika say? I was telling somebody, say, there are people when they see maize, but people when they see maize, they see beyond maize. Obi when they mineral lithium, lithium, but to see beyond lithium. So what I say, gold, beyond gold, crude oil, beyond crude oil. This is Obia. Leaders should have an anticipation. They have to bring the future to the present, not build the bridges, building all the necessary infrastructure, not building bridges into the future. Send a bayard, or more the children unborn when they come in. Who said the enabling environment has been created for the country to take off in terms of growth and development. And growth and development, is about productivity. What I say, it's about investments, it's about savings. It's about import and exports. It's about consumption. It's about per capita income. It's about standard of living. It's about cost of living. It's about peace of mind, security. It's about our legal system. So if you want to lead, tell us your plans for the legal system, the Ghana legal system. Tell us your plans about the culture of this country. Tell us about your plans about tourism. Tell us about your plans about the social structure of Ghana, education, the health system. The railway lines, talk about it. What are you going to do? Roads, I won't cross here, near Manso Kwanta areas. What I say, Adansi areas. What are your plans for that? And Koleya almost receive education in Ghana. You created the human capital. TVET Abba, free HSS Abba, STEP Abba. Now smart schools and smart education, smart classrooms and smart students. Abba. So if this year creating you as a leader, are you going to talk about religion, the differences, or you're going to talk about how you're going to put all these opportunities into reality to ensure that Ghana move from one level of development to the next level of development? You and I, our children, our family, will sit back, employment, income, improve our lives. Now they sleep in peace. They have lights. You're almost used to power. You're almost used to Abelewos can do their Abelewos. Can do their you create that environment that will ignite and reignite innovations.
But as me kai o man for say sika fie no eba so life. Me ne lawyer Amoh Darteh na edi enkomo. Ye hwe ne betumi aka o man ya bom. Bibi strong ko ho a ye beka ho asem. No na ye main enkomo pese oni edi. But e o sika kakra ye che ma o man for bi ene ne de edi kan a wate ho asem ya to din se sika fie. Ne ye ne se ye ne elefo aka bomu a ye boa masika kakra nso about phone so ye draw scan be ba wo phone so enti e ma no ha okra san se wonnim down sa be kasa sika ye de ebe e bia wa ye bia emfa but ene de otue ye na etumi afa a short code ne ye *274*3# *274*3# no follow instructions no e be bie e bia do be call another page we be hu no Kencity platform no choose net 2 TV *274*3# choose net 2 TV choose net 2 TV na ebesan do akọ another page eho na condition no ewo na odomomo no de ahyebu as person baso mien person baso mien sa dodo abeba so no na enhance o chances are de ebe win nti *274*3# no akai ahye no nso e de amame cancel say wo hwe afi we ya abato afi we na my last question wo hwe omanfo nkomodie
no ask all the questions
ene eniema ekoso afi ya ba animu a sela no ye tinie ntia ye to abase
no ye ntiase
adentia
ya ye ntiase o to aba se odi leader obi a omedi wanim na omma wo asumdue na omma wo anidaso na omma ho ahotoso ba ye no ye to aba based on my party, based on my NDC, my MPP, my CPP, based on any pair of someone OTR, who have felt
Christo in your cremoni
or Tibrofo. What I say, Kusku do a tree or your Christo ni or Muchenebo, and Nuna, ye no, ye share in when you went to South Africa, you saw the development. Hotels, the cost of hotels, the neatness of the environment, how a man for a busy activity, cost shop, everybody is moving, how our electronics, you saw all this. But you know, it's about time. I was a Ghana for transit to ask ourselves, why are we where we are now? Last night I was reading my favorite book, the HBR. Your friend no active inertia. Active inertia which is a status quo. Say ba obi aba o ma yi kwan obi aba o ma yi school fees obi aba o ni ho ye no menye meye me de obi the status quo is still the active inertia and leading into failure. And because of the active inertia you know say you ko lithium na ko ya agreement bi so that agreement will better change agreements I wo. Sani man now should die. Na Ghana for two about based on a payer all bay. The team will pour anything. A payer all bay or see oba obey say obetimi ayana. Why you be payana? I don't know what you look at. Na ye jai for the mere fact that say oh and this you know MPP. It's going to help us. Yeah. It's where we are now. Ghanaians have problems. Now this is leadership again. Ghanaians they have problems, and in marketing no. Market has the problem. Who are the producer and as an entrepreneur? What you do is you look at the best fit solution. And that problem gives you a market opportunity gap. Now, no Ghana for your problems. Here education, normal cost employment, interest rate, normal cost. And when you go and stand let's say Kasa. You focus on the problems that Ghana for facing and what type of solutions. Yeah, because that was a great opportunity for you to actually sell yourself because now I see the cleanse light was based or focused. So you don't go and then be saying and no be a trivial. But maybe also Kabia should be meeting the expectations because you and I we have our expectations. Are there if you're free go for example. Ghana for 2016, Ghana for who say, oh, you're more from money in your school. So they needed free HSS. You provided a solution. Ghana for say at that time, doing so higher, so you buy barrels of doing so. We provided a solution. It's a solution provider to the problems of the country. The people see the light in you.
Yeah.
So the light that we carry, should be lighter, a bit throw on the problems that we have, and they help Ghanaians to resolve those problems. And this is a bit say, oh, Ghana, we have a culture, but we are not making money out of the culture. You say Ghana, oh, you all the foundation minerals, you diamond, you gold, you we are not going to make value out of it. So where the world has reached is about value addition and value creation through innovations, entrepreneurship. And then we are saying, when you went to South Africa, you saw it. And this will be like Apostle Kudosafo. Oh, yeah, let us focus on how best we can improve his production. Magazine, we identify the talents and help them build. Country US they started with entrepreneurship, they started with increasing economic activities. And creating economic activities is employment. Employment means now we use the resources so efficiently and effectively. And in Ghana, what we need is and this I'm going to state it again. And they say we don't need a manifesto, but we need a national agenda. This topic, national agenda, we are so better. So our national agenda backed by law. Yakase. It doesn't matter who sits on the throne, who becomes the president. Adia Ghana for pay within the next 40 years in here, or the next 30 years, 25 years, 20 years in here. You see who way in education, you see who way in roads and transport, you see who way in the health delivery system, you see who way our power, you see who say you follow it and implement what Ghanaians says they want. But we bar. Look at animals. Look at the foundation President Kufuor built for the takeover of this country. Look at the foundation. Now another NDC came. They're not interested. They're not interested. So they will push everything aside and pursue their own personal agenda and that of their manifesto. Omuye, NPP about 2016, they push it aside. And so what do? We do Ghana Beyond Aid. Agenda. What I say, a charter. No, you're so follow. Let me first say, 2024, say, and break the aid. Now that I used to buy. Everything that foundation that they have laid off is also going to be pushed, shelf. And the time your development plans, in the form of manifestos, and they shelf, and they shelf, and they shelf, and in in statistics, I would draw crowd instead of it being in the continuity, they will be in what? In district form. Where you be see here, yan twas, now we have see here, yan twas, now we have see here. So pay. Any na, maybe I know before you go to your friends and turn to me abumi, and I ensure attending browning like a uko opumua along the sea, and yema et tanya a goom. How do you expect tourists to come and visit us and have pristine beaches to spend here?
Menkai once again say sikafi no eba so life. The ye say ye mauska, ye cheuska, intika na hye nso. Obe dial star 274. Cancer me wi anafe ye ba enkoman ka say wo ho no so. Obe dial star 274 star 3 star 274 star 3 hash ne ye short code no na ye de hska no. Fa phone no sa abre ya na dial star 274 star 3 hash. I don't know short code ye de hska no. O dial wi a I don't call another page na do be call so no dial na hwe we hu say we hu Oman FM Ash FM Net 2 TV and afi na radio and on the Kencity platform no na afi we choose Net 2 TV mesro o radio so kra choose Net 2 TV o Facebook choose Net 2 TV o YouTube no choose Net 2 TV o choose a do be call another page e ho no condition kakra wo ho o do momo no na be shem sika kakra bi na ye ede afi ho na watumi aba be candron ho draw we ye wie pe scan ba phone no so straight into dial star 274 star 3 hash na afi join cancel afi yanko anim ewo enkoma na o ka ho asem
yo Jose, when it comes to issues of development I am very passionate about because onyame this country so much from renewable natural resources to non-renewable natural resources. Any nipa inimdia yehwa edia mayeno And so if we turn out to be beggars, then you ask yourself, sir, a bit more to desert so, but they are still making it. And to no, we have no excuse. Ghana, you need excuse. Bakukra. It's all about leadership and the mindset of the ordinary man on the street. Because when we say Ghana banti onyini yem amope and okwadwuma or abuse aban resources anyhow. And the contract crowd no ka ho asem man ya or no dwene the beba ne botum first before the country. He cares not. And now all these moving parts taking place. Now but I pray to God, say, going forward, no, people will realize the importance of say the location of this country and do the best by Ghanaian. Now, na me kase and about people's mu and about people's man for kase obi opanibi akoware akola wadin fie 12. In fact, me tell you, no me yam shame. If we say that act, you know, it kicks against our constitution. Number 1. Number 2, the Children's Act. Number 3, the international conventions. Yeah, and what we are saying. Let me start in this country. In our criminal jurisprudence, Obia below the age of 12. Your friend no dolly incapacitated. Just say only the capacity or the ability input to commit a crime. And it's or commit a crime at the channel. What you say? Obia or between the age of 12 and below 18. So or you're juvenile. Or you're juvenile. And to just imagine a juvenile, what didn't feel 12. The Constitution is protecting the rights and responsibilities. The Children's Act is such a juvenile on the rights and responsibility is so paramount. I feel now, obe develop, ebe make a decision on education. Now, person ordain braille, and then what could she say? Because you want to get a version, what they
are saying is a symbolic, but say they okay. Yeah, they shana junimono etiamra because a symbolic a part of our culture. A culture be symbolic, and according to almost statement of the above. As I say, I can suppose for so issue statement say. Care for protection.
Yes.
But I fear for no so can say it was just a symbolic.
Yeah. Symbolic now, the law is not what it ought to be. Yemra say a new client say have child marriage. Yemra say ubetimia worry when and only when what turning 18. And you need your parents' consent. 21 you don't need parental consent. Yemrano is strict. The law is positivism. The law is not what it ought to be.
Is it 18 or 21?
18. But you need supervision. You need parental consent. 21, you don't need parental consent. 18, 16, crown. So we call faith it's defilement, which is I think section 26
below
Act.
16.
Yes, defilement. Okay, defilement. Section 26 of Act 29. A woman. Now Obi already 12. Now symbolic. So that symbol, no, I would say symbolic, no. This is a baby. This is a child. Yeah, they are sharing it to say or worry. Do you know the impact on the person's psychology?
Okay.
We are talking about psychology. You can do all the symbols. Let's say trocosi, circumcision of the female. This is a bit tradition. But where tradition is harmful, and now when culture or tradition conflicts with the law prevails. I say when equity and law conflicts, the law prevails. What does the law say? I couldn't wait in fear 12. What can you order your oye? Or Tiadia na say, who can take the choices, who can take opportunities to develop and grow. Yeah, these are some of the things. Maybe we are saying, "Dudu, akora be a house where or be a person who school, person who university, or person who say or education will not dream at the age of 12 years. Worry." And when in peniphobic culture say the behavior crowd on the freedom and liberty. Read the if you read the Children's Act, the liberty and the freedom, even the leisure. Akora has to have the leisure to do things. Ya ope emani akola. Marky Jackson crowd say. Oh, you know, and also to Germany, they come to when he was a Sakura. Oh, now he wants to be like a baby. But so enjoy the childhood days. And when something is illegal, when something is a criminal offense, let us say it's a criminal offense, we don't have to entertain it. And they said,
whereby a public nation says, and also it's just symbolic.
No, it cannot be symbolic like that. The law says, don't do it, don't do it.
Okay.
What kind of symbol? What kind of symbol is that? Now, the effect, na akwarano so omoye ni sa no. Wo de pese onkola brim. Na obaba bu ofio do opani bi aba meyiri ni who de akwara de behave. Obaba wadi mfie 6 or 7 cry call ana age obi ka se meyiri ni a the way and the body language and in ho see here. Nti me de me oba me fie na me magas 2 no oba ka se meyiri amasa wo si me fie bio. Oh, yes, there's reform. People know it. They know it. No, I don't entertain that. Why are you trying to introduce a concept? I will not dream.
Okay.
A concept, a penny concept. What I say, and now let us come. You and I, you know, so when you do family law, I think it's Cap 127. Okay, define 3 types of marriages in this country. We have the ordinance, we have the Mohammedan, and then we have the customary. Now, when we our essential elements. Essential elements, but the big kind woman you say is age.
Age, yeah.
Age. The question is, what didn't feel 18? There be what didn't feel 12? Until that marriage is void ab initio.
Say a symbol, Kenya Waria,
Master symbol. What might do the psychological effect on the child?
The whole devil no be
What might do the psychological effect on the child? And a symbol. What does the law? What does the Constitution say? The Children's Act say. Symbol. No more friend say. Almost friend say a marriage, and also almost friend say what is the name of that symbol? What's the name of that symbol? And now the appearance of it. Yeah, until biasness no. The Winsbury principle, the likelihood, the appearance of it, the appearance of it, you say, this is a marriage. And when you listen to I don't know more canoa, sometimes you have to provide romance, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I don't speak, but the appearance, the appearance of it. Yes. Yeah. Let us call spade a spade, not an instrument for digging. A spade, not an instrument for digging. What I say, now the age, I qualify, near ticket. Obasu tua, I dear bakwesa a consanguinity and affinity. Consanguinity is a blood relations. Me worry me baba. Me worry me ba. Me worry me mame. What I say, that is the no so bibi says sipe emremuno. It's void ab initio. It's dead on arrival.
Mami now so me sika fie once again. After when you're ready, enye a draw no emfa mami sika fie eye biaya ye chiska na ebia nene de di kan awati. I mean chire mu mfa nchiro kakra. O sika kakra ho ayede emo manfo, but sika no ye ntumi mfa mra o fie me kra me ni mo number. Won so ni me number. Ena ye ne enelefo aka bomu a ye de chiska na ye draw ena ya no cancer okay so atade no mo twen so ntonto.
Oh yeah. And also omo twen tonto nyina so se me de mboni a chem.
Enti ye draw ewo sika no eho. A draw no ene se obe dial *274 *3 hash. *274 *3 hash. So for phone no dial *274 *3 hash. No follow instructions. Na do be call the next page. No choose na 2TV. Mesra wa wan choose na 2TV na ko choose Kencity platform no bia waira choose net 2TV we choose net 2TV na do be call another page ne ho no de umomo no ahyem na number of ticket out be ba so no na enhance so chances na be ma chance o number na ba so bebre nti ya nche pa na afa Achese scan if I answer scan about phone so na ye no edi ho common so e won na 2TV no man FM so and afi a social media platform ni na busa sika no on sa kan anti star 274 star 3 ashon wakai ahye no so e de amami ora amodate
yes
yanko yanim kakra ja almost a symbol anti
media unibade no
omo defense no
omo defense no dey na SD be na act 560 eka e dey be na constitution no so eka e dey be na Heidi v Heidi or say that relationship must be what must be voluntary was a free upem na odiaye between a man and a woman it was a free upem me person me do on a free upem entakra what didn't fear 12 year a free nipem
yeah
ofu say free nipem so it's a symbol a free nipem. Number 2 was it the act 560 also is for to protect the child. What you say who protect akwara no the liberty the health. Do you think akwara didn't fear is it good for the mental health? Who protect akwara no education the shelter the leisure. Na akwara wa didn't fear 12 where they said for education you know, akwara didn't fear 12 ya akochi no e man go through all this
Oro says
now on
this symbolic marriage, kindly seek the views of Gan lawyers. Yeah, sure some can be different from the council.
Yeah. Because no, it is about the law. Yeah, and I make catch any partner say, me see when tradition conflicts with the law prevails. The constitution is the same, the children's are the same, convention is a question here, it's the same. And the symbol, and the says yes, I must make us a me coach a symbol, and say, me namna, me birthday, be a man room, and me fan first trees, me first trees. So, we say, indecent disposal, but you have a swami. Oh, and it's our trocosina, AC or Hona. They say, I'm for sorry against me, you be in Remonu, your friend, Juskogans. You say Juskogans, be a real senior, accept to say, I deal with and the papa, my
yeah.
Juskogans in jurisprudence. And he ofu say wiase yina dia tum say emofra ye ware wo yenyai it's the Juskogans. What you say? Yeah, preemptory norm. These are preemptory norms. Yes, yeah, preemptory norms. Afineba. What you say? It is not about symbolism. It's about the interest of the child, the education, the health, the law, tradition, you know, a kiki against it and now. And then yes, be a case embrano so doesn't respect tradition. Yaw. Say the open source of law more. Customary law ni na shishim. Nenso maybe a kiki against the who emwa obia development na is in contravention with our constitution. That embrano is void and no. And this is exactly what we are saying. You're rethinking some of our traditions. You're rethinking some of our cultures. So, almost says because I said,
Trokoshi.
To a child, critolis everywhere. As a tradition, you're free and can't neighbor. And yet to see a full say a tradition here in Tientoiswa. That person, what would that person say?
But as Solomon Quay says, the government goes to borrow money from a foreign country and then come and execute a project. Most of the time, the projects are not completed. Meanwhile, part of the money is embezzled and then nobody is punished. Secondly, another party comes to power, the NDC, who abandon those projects and borrow another money. Interest is left for generations yet unborn to come and pay. Sad. Solomon Kwe, Medasi. Say, text message. Dr. Baumier's speech at the Kwaku Easter gathering must serve as a wake-up call to Ghanaians in general. John Mahama, we all know, has no new vision for Ghana. Meanwhile, he has only 4 years to come, curate, loot, and share just to retire permanently without accountability to anyone. Let us be advised, because had I know is always at... Oguseku, Yadasi, Adrian. Franco Trading Enterprise, my phones and accessories, one more Nokia, Samsung, Ahodwa Winim, iPhones, Ahodwa Winim, tabletop fridges, Franco air condition, 1.5, Copim 2.5 horsepower, chest freezers, afi deep freezers ahodo a wonim, refrigerators a wonim, washing machine ahodo a wonim bia wo pe bia to abenya bi o Franco ene wo mo the CCTV cameras aba ubetumi e dia monitor ofie 24/7 kai na hye no nso kona ko pe bi to ene abefo kwan so nti eno an se wo ti ofie a wako online www.francotrading.com mo niam ni nyina wo ho abefo kwan so nti momo short code pay code da hon so betumi atua osika de afa abefo kwan so nti edi nkomo no wie pe straight away ebetumi de niam no abre wo fie ye ebo no ye kete Ghana how phone ato any accessories na wanko Franco a wa ha ho kai na hye no so main office no wadabraka one Roxy Cinema de hwe animu omo outlet ne doors osu on sabeka omo circle on sabeka omo Madina on ben post office no on sabeka omo odo ani kire baby te se hacho main station omo ho mo kotechima omo otechima main road no so omo na GCB na hwe animu Franco eniema no e wo miaye bebre call them 0246 422-338 0246 422-338 and 0555-939311 0555-939311 lawyer Amoh Darteh na no pay me no edin komo enche ye be ye draw no monye ready production na yenhwe nye draw no e obi ho a obetwen a do time a yesi ye ba be ye no afi na wo ba so yes ye were the next 5 minutes na ye draw no nti join ye star 274 star 3 hash star 274 star 3 hash ye cheska kakra na sika na ye che ne person so nsa ka bi obo ha o se na no me ye no me nsa nka ye no kre esan se nye ne control ba system ne control na system no ni mo aye a o nsa nka ye o so o nsa ka o de nti just dial star 274 star 3 hash na follow instructions no edo be call the next page no choose na 2 TV edo be call the next page na do momo na ship na feed ya kan say obetwen na ya draw na ya scan be ba phone so straight na ene the person dey na dey akoye star 274 star 3 hash cancel yanku anim
ya o must be see me chim akwana you know kan no now I see your friend gafo no
yeah
name so mo now so hini bi wu e wa kan man mu yes o na wu enti bi twa nkrofoti tenio na ya betwa uti abrani aba betwa obiti na ya che abrani ya hu se abrani we ne twa weti ya che no yes oh ya culture no hini wu a e wo se ye twa enipati e ma one ohene ko no kosom ohene no ofu se nipa no be charging of medal
eniama na ya na omo hihye no hu no symbolic eno no omo de ehunu na nya de ayeye
but o ye act no tedie aware o ye ade so twa nipa niti assume say o twa so me twa nti ne ye twa obi say e de kusi na 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 say ye chi nipa no
so de na no keka de ya me west keke ba wonye
nti na say o twa ni ti na the menstrual plus the artus reus coinciding simultaneously na ehun sa brand bi anadu yesem obi na anadu bia unfortunately we pie na akoshia brand na bia sebe o so ame kwa no so na ye twa wuti ye chia brand
na so ara na so ame kwa so na
aja say ye twa wuti a ye kwala brand adwane ye mi ru bada bu ya du say o bi le fe adwane ye yes ye twa wuti
o so ame kwa no so
oh yeah ye twa wuti a ya enipa no ye be subject to the law
yes
properly and now say yes oh na na wo ye mu anda o na na wo mu anda na me wo me dwanbuo mu me dwan go ho na wo enwu anda na wa bawura me dwanbuo no wa chi me nwa no wa twitwa o mu ti na o kwa korea let's have do ko jira because so symbolic the law is the law and you don't trips upon the law what you say you don't trips upon the law we have to respect the law for peace and order that is our jurisprudence if we are say no country bia ni wa or say no society will thrive on indiscipline. That is why in every human community there are social rules and norms to regulate the general conduct of the people. Or maybe anywhere a safer society. Say only leadership, only mra, only fear, no more nema, say was say until media it is an advice. I'm just profiling. Say ne and amobia ye to be our bremono. Ya mean say ne ye any constitution babra. And ye mra wo Ghana ha ebabura se me ne mofra dealia ye wo enkwala emra wo se me ye company adwuma ye wo company law So me no be sign the contractor. And nipa no all sign the contract no or qualified to sign the contract now. Officer Kola already 12 years old. Yaw. In the contract law.
Yeah.
At 25. Obetibia sign the contract. Think about it. Think about it. In the company law, how do we define a child? And when we now yamra a war man would say, oh, to an Amoh tradition will hold the appropriate to where we are today. But some of the near people are yeah, sit back. They must say, me and obedi di me baba and kabaya me there. Me and obedi di me baba and kabaya me there. And collaborate, they have big potentials. What you say? Leave no child behind. They have big potentials. Free HSS aba, STEM aba. Ebi akwara ya wadi infe 12. Who names be obe doctor B, so be engineer B, so be accountant B, so be journalist B. We don't know, but end up CNN, BBC, Al Jazeera, Urban FM, Net2. We don't even know. And then what kofa bibi kakraka dia saddle no. Say, hey, we are na yere.
We are na yere.
Okay, they na yere. And to go school krana, the choice of friends krana, ebeyi, obi go dey kodi ko bibi ato nsa, na fa na kura dey machine. What you say? And for me, and also the liberty of the child must be protected. The dignity of the child must be protected. The health, education of the child must be protected. And to be here now, as a lawyer, say to pass judgment. Yeah. We are not passing judgment, but we are educating the masses. So who ye be also say Ghana ha emra ewo ho. Obi catch them say obi person run president or Ghana and nipa na dey fear 35. And I'm saying nipa spend this car. We show 35. When 35 they was spending the sika kwa. He said the issue is unqualified. Oh, and emra wo ho a ye dey bibia. And sometimes we have to see a lawyer, we have to see obi or knowledge in the law. What you say? Yeah, but you say, or you yourself as a Ghanaian, no. And also to me, tells me say, then the constitution no can. And there be a worry in Cap 127 about marriages, type of marriages. They're in the year monogamous. They're in the year customary, potentially polygamous. They're in the year Islamic or Mohammedan. And there, what are the essential elements that qualify me? Is this marriage voidable? Or is this marriage void ab initio? Is it dead on our arrival?
Yeah, but
these are the things.
Answer the be pon me announce me back. Now for when you draw no me last question.
Yes.
A few way about to afi.
Yes.
Ohen komodia ekoso from both camps. Leaders are ever to about their mom or more set your mind priority right. That will be my last question. Kai say and she be draw no star 274 star 3 hash star 274 star 3 hash. You just crack be a fin wa dwen here. E bi nso a one t-shirt code no e star 274 star 3 hash. The next 2 minutes Mr. Monya draw no my na yemfa enedwumadi na emra na wie star 274 star 3 hash na ukọ the next page. Na fi o atwusu net 2 TV. Na ukọ the next page. Na do momo no ashim star 274 star 3 hash. Scanner about phone so the next 2 minutes scanner about phone so and the Kayana Shannon so. Cancel.
Yes, sir.
My final question. I feel we are about to afi. Nkomodie no cost be really there's no here almost set it on my priority right o tie nkomodie no.
First of all,
now hwe be we are say konso.
Yeah, first of all, the priorities now be set no. It depending on the expectations of a man.
Okay.
Ghana man your expectation and the saying. What are we looking for? A dear Ben, are we looking for this? Are we looking for this? Which is managing 24/7 workplace? Are we looking for that? Or we are looking for Obia? Obebua Amagana Mabunu.
How about review, business review?
We do idea 2016.
How about business review? Was it there? Was managing?
Say, it's how to manage a workplace 24/7. Which is when there is demand, when there is market, when there is a pool, then you get the right talents and skills. No, around the clock. Send you can meet. The demand now.
Demand and supply.
Demand is marketing everywhere. But no crowd, it depends on the CEO. What I say, obey the supply chain, obey the value chain. Who do I bring in? What it's like solving a jigsaw puzzle. What I say, you just don't come out and throw out a slogan because somebody said free HSS, somebody said digitalization. So you don't come out and throw out a slogan. The question is, Bia must be driven by data. Data-driven decisions. Data-driven decisions. Do you understand the data or you understand just rhetorics?
Back to my question, Ambusa. Now here, your priorities, leaders almost setting the rights. Being for me and for us to go and vote. And I say,
they have a lot to do.
Okay.
They have a lot to do. They have a lot to do because you see, priorities now all canon. It must be communicated to the people, to the ordinary people on the street. And it's a uka bibi, not mu kanyema. Next, the ordinary man on the street empty. Not the only agenda no ordinary. Next, omu kofi omu catch them profile. People will vote for them.
Okay.
And you can set all the priorities, but you need a very strong and powerful communication team. It's like marketing and sales. In politics, we do marketing and sales. Because all priority must depend upon the expectation of the people. You say you have the solution. How do you sell the solution to the people? And you say, if you are quiet, now once in a while, we baby now and then out. That's a month for ordinary people.
Production team, yeah, more radio, Mr. Amoh. There's a feedback from radio. Check audio.
Yeah, media.
Teacher, let me hear me and your drone. Yeah, Brenna, so yeah, sorry, so okay, drone on that. Course, what that 2 TV, no. That is the draw. Council say that is the draw. And yes, we'll be well when any department cases. I nearly believe in say course star.
This is beautiful.
Pam, not just say yes.
Yeah,
0244 368. 3 numbers now watching a free home. 0244 368. Mon friend and yeah, no ni hon ko.
Nti mo man say.
Mo hwe na mo friend na no minim near production for a decide yourself mo dey man. Okay. Nti mo hwe na mo ma ye no eni ho enko. Can say conclude ma me ye twen ni.
So yeah, in selecting somebody to lead a country, you know. The vision for the person, you know, is important. And the vision also, come out from the blue, 24-hour economy, and come out of the blue. But a vision should be set a best spring it from the expectation any problems are and go forward. So you give them a hope and vision. Say a vision way and I'm the best solve the problem. If it's about unemployment, this is my employment structure. Me ba me ya a best solve my problems. If it's about education, graduate unemployment, these are me nema me ya a best resolve. If it's about interest rate, a win ya man for more. This is how I may lay down my nema na interest rate I them above form. If it's about exchange rate, I'm traders and movement of goods and services across the borders and kosu MIA. This is how I may buy mayeno. If it's about investment, this is how I may buy mayeno. If it's about export, this is how I may buy mayeno. What I say, if it's about poverty, this is how I will elevate or reduce poverty in this country. And your vision should actually tackle and resolve the problems and challenges the ordinary man on the street face. And if you say 24 hours, tell us how you're going to implement it. Maybe tell us how you're going to do it. Tell us your execution plan. Also, any discussion. Also, 2016 was so winning, you put a group together and say, give me a dashboard of implementation.
Justice,
if you don't have an implementation plan, what I say, now we can enema to her. Nibusa question and say, okay, this 24/7 workplace, this 24-hour, how are you going to do it? If it's a government jobs, if it's a government corporations, no, we share the attitude of the workers over there. Share baby, oily, a wife, a top gas, a wife. And it's okay the private sector now, individual driven initiative.
Refinery.
What I say, unless you can revive where we and I lolo, and I say this, how many people are making an employer lolo? And it is about leadership of employment, leadership of entrepreneurship, leadership of innovations. What I say, value addition to agric, processing, technology. And Say why yes idea no naka say oh your friend is 24-hour economy. Na say the castles and force na what Ghana had na emphasize bank control no in the state nuclear when you went to Mandela House, I saw you standing in front of the Mandela House. That's a Mandela House. You have to pay some money. I'm not for Mandela House. The house of Mandela is even selling.
Yeah, you know how I ran TV say, oh, master, we are transas.
Go to Christabel Castle now and walk through it. You will weep and more. You will weep and more. So last 2 weeks, because conclude, and all we are saying is that Ghana cannot be poor. Ghana, we are rich potentially, but we need the right person or trust na ohun the tia on kasa na tia go beyond ohun enua ohun beyond ohun animals ohun beyond animals. I did the partner Guinea say I want to create economic activity. Let's create economic activities in this country.
Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hey, one minute.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah.
Boko there.
Yeah.
Onza Kencity no. On Timenka. Onza Kencity no.
Na Maria.
Afi na okohwe.
Agyapong.
Okay, mama emfa no insia. Sika no ko phone so ntimi so ko na akohwe ma me na.
Ade.
Cancel your phone.
What you want to say? Sika beto phone. Yeah, NTB CP for this today, but the death of Christ must be something that we need to live it.
Okay.
What do I say? We have to live it.
But as the lawyer Amoh Darteh production team yana mu nyina mo ase. Yana focus questioning or hene safo ejano and afi justice yana mo ase on radio so yana obi ase medin e de yaw amufa bo achi nyame ya aduma o channel pa
Makramo.
Ebeshia.